planted in my friend Amanda's head. I'd like to invite Sarah Schmidt of Everett, Washington back on the stage.
I grew up in Everett, and my favorite place to trick-or-treat was Rucker Hill, especially Rucker Mansion, because they gave out candy bars this big. And they were wrapped in foil, and then they had the Hershey wrapped under. It was really weird and fun. And I always peeked in the windows, and there were weird things in there. I love Everett so much, and I live in this really weird Swedish peasant cottage built by this famous children's author. And when I moved in, I just thought about, God, I gotta find this woman and find out more. And this was 2.5 years ago. And when Jason called me and said, I have something to tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you on the phone, come meet me down by the river. And so he told me the story, and I don't know even if I understood what was going on, but it sunk in, and obviously we had to tell lots of people on Rucker Hill, and then more people, and so that started, and about 6 months later, my dad died, last Thanksgiving. So that's right smack in the middle. So we're writing songs, and I'm mixing my own grief with this grief, and I live 2 blocks away from the mansion, and really just surreal right now. And so bringing it up to last week, Jason had come over about 3 days ago and was kind of freaking out about, there's one more thing we have to have for the show, I don't know what it is, and right when he said that, I felt this thing out here. Right? There's something out here, we have to grab it. I don't know what it is either, but it popped in my head. A month ago, I met this man in Safeway, and he asked me for help, and he was 98. Hey, maybe he knows Margaret Rucker. And I remember now when I met Harry Crowd, who's this wonderful, lovely man, I asked him, and I think I had this hidden agenda to come and find out more about Margaret Rucker. Like I'm scouting out, people over 90. And I'm serious. So this hidden agenda was there, and I asked him, and he didn't, and I felt some disappointment. But he said, no, my sister's 106. She lives on Colby, downtown. I'm like, hell yeah! 106. That's like so much more Margaret Rucker-like. So,
Margaret's 170.
Yeah, so I was in my head, I'm going to meet his sister. Kind of forgot about him. So when Jason said this, I said, oh yeah, Harry Proud left me a voicemail. That was Harry, right? Oh, he's this 98-year-old that lives, in Everett, and his sister's 106, and we're like, this is so cool, right? So I call Harry when Jason's there, but he's all frantic, so he leaves while I'm talking to this 98-year-old, and, you remember when I talked about Margaret Rucker, and do you think I could call your sister? And he says, yeah, let me give you her number. We talked for 20 minutes, and so I hang up and I call Sue. And she's a little hard of hearing, so I'm yelling, walking around my Swedish peasant cottage, and so excited to meet her, and really hoping she knew Margaret Rucker. And she did. And when on the phone, I was still hoping in person I could show her the book. So the next day I went to lunch with Harry and Sue at a retirement home. It was amazing. I spent 4 hours with them, and I showed her the book, and she just went through the whole thing and cried a little about her husband and told me her biggest regret in life was not writing everything down so she could share it with me. And then I also, after that meeting, she didn't know Margaret, she just thought it was lovely and wished us all luck, and asked me to come back. And then on Wednesday, I took care of my landlord's 90-year-old father and asked him if he had known her. And no. So, totally bumming, right? But he goes, but Mary DeReed lives on 1111 Rucker Avenue. Why don't you call her? She's 98. They're so proud of their age, you guys. And I'm like, yeah! Wednesday, 2 days ago, and these people were so sweet, and questions and talk to me and invite me over for tea and a cookie, is what she said. And but Mary had broken her arm recently and was in bed, just like so worn out. You know, but I don't remember Margaret Recker. Nobody had known her, but Mary did know the lady that built my house, so that's exciting. I get to actually talk to her about Nora Bergman. So I kind of hung up like I kind of feel like I'm disappointing Jason because I really thought I had some leads here, you know. And then I hung up and realized how amazing I felt that I just made 4 new really amazing friends over 90 years old that are still here. And my dad's gone. He was 61 when he died. And while I was taking care of my landlord's dad, I was, you know, kind of wishing it was my dad. But like, so thankful that I get to take care of this man and hear his story and hear history from Mary Dury and Sue Janke and Harry Proud and in Everett, like in a week. I'm in love with these people. And they're still here, you know? So the takeaway from them they wanted me to pass on is that it's just really all about love and it's about writing things down. So David McCullough. Indifference to history isn't just ignorant, it's a form of ingratitude. And the scale of our ignorance seems especially shameful in the face of our good fortune. I'm convinced that history encourages, as nothing else does, a sense of proportion about life. It gives us a sense of how brief is our time on earth, and thus how valuable that time is. Thank you.
So, I didn't know what to do for this birthday thing for this dead woman. Do chicken be the cake idea. And he's right. I mean, we're gonna. She doesn't eat much. So rather than forcing us all to sing happy birthday and have to pay royalties to whoever those horrible people that try to get money whenever we sing happy birthday in a public place, I thought to try to sing this song, from what I could tell, was the #1 hit in December of 1907 when Margaret Recker was born. It's really weird. It's hard to sing.
I'm gonna cheat.
Me too.
Wow, damn it.
All the world is bright and clear, skies are wondrous clear.